welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited because I'm in Costa Rica with my girl Lolo.
Hey.
Beyonce is united. All the Beyonce fans are back. What am I saying? That made no sense.
A lot of people like our friendship and they like when we are together, and that makes me really happy because we are like genuinely, like, this is not like a for you kind of thing. We're genuinely best friends.
Yay!
We talk every single day, and I love her and I'm so excited. Thank you for coming to Costa Rica with me.
Oh yes,
we're having
thank you for having me. So much fun. Oh my gosh. So we thought we would do a Q&A while we're here. We're gonna film some videos for you guys and vlogs, so they'll be on Loey's channel and mine, and it's gonna be so much fun. So we got some Q&A time going for you. So we're gonna start it off with Jem Rutt's question. How did we meet? Love you both. We love you. And how did we meet?
Well,
our story is like blurry.
Our story has no beginning nor an end. Actually, we were just talking about this today because when I finally pulled up after the day from hell, and well, the last 2 days from hell in terms of traveling.
You poor thing.
I saw Alex, and it was not one of those things where I was like, oh, it's Alex, I'm so excited, I missed her so much, because like we talk every single day, and it's like, it's not even an unfamiliar thing anymore. I'm just like, hey.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we're excited and we like hanging out, but like, it's really weird. Like, our friendship is unlike any other friendship that I have because we met and it was instantly like that. We're just very, very familiar.
I will always remember when I first met you, and I can't remember who of us said it, but we're like, I have to poop, is that okay? And the other was like, yeah. Like, it might have been you. We just have that instant connection and we still keep in touch, so it doesn't feel like we haven't seen each other in a long time. We see each other, it's just like, hey girl, nice to see you.
I think that our official how we met was we went to Gen Beauty together, but we started YouTube roughly at the same time. I think, and then we found each other and just
started like tweeting maybe, and then we just decided to go to Generation Beauty together last year. And there it was.
It was really last year. It feels like it's been so
Yes, I know.
Oh my god, it was like this time last year.
It was.
That's
Isn't that so weird? Time flies. So we got a lot of these questions about how we keep our body positivity up, and that's like a huge question. So I thought we would take a minute to talk about that. We got it from a ton of people, so I can't even name all of your names. So staying body positive, what is your like key secret? Like, do you have like a big tip or a trick, or just like a bunch of little ones?
So I feel like my little ones, I say time and time again, people have really heard them. So I think one of the biggest things that I really do for myself is I think that people think that like once you're okay with the way that you look one day, it's just like that forever.
Yes, and that's not true. It's like it's an ongoing process forever.
And, like, being body positive and not hating myself and not hating my body at my core means that when I do say really nasty things to myself, which does happen still, I mean, and I'm sure it happens for you and it happens for everyone, I'm just not as hard on myself. But on those days when I'm just saying really nasty things to myself, and Nikki Philippi and I kind of talked about this in a completely different video, but more like what I do now is I really talk to myself like I'm a little kid that I have to protect, and I'm like, don't talk about Loey, she's my friend, I like her, like, I'm not a bad person, I don't do bad things, like, at my core, I know that I'm a good person and I don't deserve to be treated the way that I treat myself. And I also think, like, I would never come to you as, you know, one of my closest friends and say half of the things that I say to myself sometimes.
And that's true. You have to remember that, like, you need to treat yourself the way that you would want to treat others, or how you want them to treat you. You know, you don't want to have those negative voices in your head. I think that's one of the biggest things. I think mantras are really helpful. Like, if you're someone who's really self-destructive and you say a lot of really negative things to yourself, I think, like, that transition of the mind where you start to turn those into positive things, like, you have to keep repeating it. I've told this so many times too. My trick is Post-it notes. I think when I first started, like, Post-it notes were so important, and having goals for myself, not like body goals, but having like dream goals. Like, I was starting to follow my dreams more, and then I was starting to feel more confident, and then I was like, oh, my body's cool, like, I can achieve my dreams even though I am, you know, size whatever. You can still achieve your dreams. And I know I'm going off into like a million different paths, but like,
no, and everything you say, I'm just like, yes. Like, I just want to chime in and be like, that is everything. Like, that's how I feel too. That, and honestly, it really does change your life once you can look in the mirror and not only be okay with what you see, but like be proud of it and recognize how much your body has done. And that is the core of body positivity. It's not about liking yourself because you're fat or liking yourself because you're thin or anything like that. It's not about like, all right, well, I look great and I'm the only person who looks great and I'm the hottest. And I think that a lot of people think it like inflates others' egos, and it's not about that.
No.
It's just saying, okay, like 99% of us have all struggled with our body image at some point, and it's just not worth hating.
It's not worth it. Yeah, like you have one life, and to think that you're gonna spend a huge chunk of it hating who you are, there's just no time for that. Like you have dreams, you have goals, live your life. Like there's not enough time in your lifetime to spend a good chunk of it hating who you are. There's just not. So even though you're still gonna have bad days, try to turn the bad days around, and even on bad days, allow yourself to have a couple here and there. Like you're only human, it's okay, but don't let them get the best of you.
Agreed. Sorry, I keep interrupting because like I'm so passionate about this. Like body positivity is my favorite thing to talk about, and I know it's yours too.
Yeah.
But I think that like if you sat down, if you had like the files to your life and you could go through them and see how much time you have spent literally like disliking yourself, it would really startle you. Because the amount of days that I know I personally spent literally wallowing in bed because I didn't want to get out because I felt all ugly. Like that's not okay. That's not normal. And not everyone is that extreme, but like I think that kind of what we talked about is the key to staying body positive. And just remember, you can take it one step at a time. It doesn't have to be overnight.
Yeah, it's a journey, it's a process. And we, even though we're body positive people, like we're still working on it, and we'll always have to work on it. It gets easier though, so that's like the most important thing to remember. It's not always going to be this hard. It's going to like train your brain over time to stop hating who you are. So a day at a time, a day at a time. What's our favorite thing to do when we're together? We like to sing and dance. Beyonce!
All we do is sing and
How
dance.
much today have we been singing and dancing? We're just like, my mama don't like you. And then we're like, work.
All we ever, no, and I feel like we even do that when we're apart from each other. Like
we do it on our voice memos. On our voice memos, we'll just start freaking singing and I can hear your body like gyrating.
The other day, I don't know what I was sending you, but I was like, and then I like bursted into song. Like, I don't even know why, but.
Can we just take 1 minute to tell them how much we burp on our voice memos? Why?
Don't out me! No, I don't know why. And like, I'm not the kind of, like, I don't burp, but like, I don't burp a lot, nor do I burp particularly loud most of the time. But when I'm doing voice memos, for some reason, I don't know why, I always burp.
It's so weird. Like, we'll just be talking, we're like, oh, I just burped.
And it got to the point, like, I think I may have re-recorded once or twice, and then I was just like, screw this.
What is our current favorite song?
Oh my god. Okay, well, Work by Rihanna.
What is your favorite?
My favorite at the moment. God, that's really, really hard. You know, I just recently listened to Him for the Weekend by Coldplay and Beyonce.
Oh, that's a really good song.
And I know I'm just like really late on the bandwagon, but I really
it's a good
like
song. Oh my god. Well,
actually, one more. Faded by Alan Walker.
That's a great song.
I have been using that in my videos lately, and people are just like freaking out over it. I love
it's a good song. I'm just gonna say the whole album Lemonade. I'm gonna get you on board on that real soon. So we got a question about our long distance friendship and how we keep it alive. I'm gonna link Loey's part 1 down below because we did answer that on the other one. Oh yeah, girl. Okay, so let's name our most favorite inexpensive eyeshadow palette. Let's give some little makeup talk.
I think that probably my very, very favorite inexpensive like drugstore palette is like, I think that people sleep on it a lot. And like when it first came out, people were like, this is not that good, but I don't know why. It's the La Palette 1, although I really like the La Palette 2 from L'Oreal. They are so good. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you like they're so buttery, they're so creamy, they're so easy to blend, but like they're good eyeshadows. They're like great for beginners, and they have great pigmentation. I don't know why people don't think that they're good because I think they're amazing.
Yeah, they are. Actually, I have one of them and they are really good. I love Wet n Wild's eyeshadows. I can't remember the name of the one I have. It's just a little trio.
Is it Walking on Eggshells?
Yes! Do you have that too? Did we get that together?
No, but I've gone through like 3 of them.
Oh my god,
the
best. And it's like what, like $3, $1? Like it's insane. You guys have to get that Walking on Eggshells from Wet n Wild. Yes. Oh my god, like the pigmentation's insane. It's gorgeous. I wear that all the time. Yeah.
I started with that one in high school, and I think like OG Beauty Gurus talked about it.
Maybe that's what it was. Like we were all in the bandwagon.
But maybe I introduced you to that. I don't know. I did.
know.
I'm taking so much credit right now.
Girl, take it. How do our guys feel about our YouTube careers? And how do they feel about us being in bathing suits all over YouTube? That's a great question.
That is a really good question.
I've never gotten that before, and I think about that in my own personal life. I don't know if you think about that, but Alan, I feel like Alan took a little time to get really comfortable with it, being very honest. Okay. He has a channel now too, actually, and we've been filming a lot on his channel. Like, we do really goofy things, and it's fun. And he's gotten really into it lately. I think it just definitely took a little while, because I met him even before I kind of started even doing YouTube, so it kind of grew as we were dating. And I think as we've gotten stronger, his understanding and like love for my channel has gotten stronger too, and I think he understands like why I do it now. I don't think he totally got it at first. As a man, as someone who is like protective and loves you, it's, you know, but now he's very understanding. I think it takes a little bit of time because it is kind of a different job, you know?
And I mean, I haven't really gotten this question because obviously like this is a genuine question, but I've had people comment before and be like, shouldn't your husband be the only one to see you this way? Like this and that. And my whole thing with being in bikinis online is obviously like at the end of the day, if it influences anybody to wear a bikini, and that's not the end goal. It's just that like if you can feel more comfortable in yourself because you're like, damn, she's comfortable in herself, and like that probably means that I can too.
That's why we do it. Yeah.
There is no one on the face of this planet who is not capable, who is not incapable? Wow, English. Everyone is capable of self-love.
Yes.
But no, Tyler never, number one, he never ever thought that the bikini thing was weird. Never said anything, has never been insecure or anything like that. But like, he's just the kind of person who is like, if I am empowered and if I feel good, he feels good. We feed off of each other's energies a lot. Like, I know I've told you that before, but we feed off of each other a lot. And when I'm good, he's good. And like, the opposite goes. Like, if I have a crappy day, he's gonna have a crappy day. And that's, you know, the only kinds of things that he tells me not to do, or he's like, hey, maybe you shouldn't do this, is when like he sees me have a negative effect from it. But in terms of how Tyler reacts to my YouTube channel, I started filming videos while he was gone when we very first got married, and I had like a channel before, but never, it was just like I uploaded and make a video like once a month. So I had like a nice camcorder and stuff like that, and I started filming videos because I was lonely and he was gone, and he's in the military and stuff. So you know, he saw that it was one of those things that like I was very passionate about, and I think that when he saw that like I went through the effort of going to my local library because we were too poor to afford internet, and like uploading my videos and like working on them all the time, and even though like I was working full time and just going through a lot, like it really, he took it a lot more seriously than I did, and he was the one who was like, you need to start putting more work into this.
That's so nice.
And he's the one who just pushed me a lot to like take this seriously, because I think he had more of an inkling than I did what it would turn into.
That's really cool. Yeah,
he's great.
That's great. That's how Alan's become.
They're both great.
Yeah, we have very supportive men, which is nice. How often do you ladies get mistaken for each other? I don't know about you, but I am always mistaken for her. Well, not always, but a decent amount.
Yeah. We talked about on my channel how literally someone from Style Hall ran up to Alex yesterday and was like, Loey! And like,
and I accepted the hug, but I did not quite know how to respond. It happened with 2 people last night before she was here. This poor girl in your travel story. Go to her channel to watch the travel story. You poor bug.
Well, and the thing is, like, I filmed it before the last part even transpired. I'm probably gonna have to
you have to redo it
because like it got so crazy.
It got worse.
But no, we're mistaken for each other a lot. We're mistaken for twins a lot. We're mistaken for sisters a lot. Not to say we look like identical, but obviously we bear a really strong resemblance to one another.
I can see sisters for sure.
You know, when I got to the hotel today, I looked at Alex and she was so pretty, and I was like, I'm gonna look like that when I have makeup on.
Right?
Slay.
Slay.
But, yeah, like we do a lot, and people think we look a lot alike. My dad even commented that we look
I love that. I love that so much. Sisters from another mister and mother. We're not related at all. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this Q&A part 2. If you haven't checked out part 1, again, I'll link it down below on Loey's channel. Make sure you subscribe to our channels. We love you. Yonsei. Have a great day. You're beautiful and perfect just the way you are. See you soon. Bye.
I just want to like cuddle all on you. I'm so tired. I'm just gonna take a nap here.
Okay, it's okay, it's okay.
There's not enough juice in my coconut. I want alcohol.
They had great mojitos last night.
No, not alcohol.
Alcohol.
But the embroidery keeps itching my boobie. Itching my boobie. Aunt!
I know, I was thinking auntie. Like hunty, but auntie.
So I almost, when you wrote auntie on Twitter, I almost wrote hunties, just with the H in front of the U, with
Yes.
an apostrophe over the E.
Hunty. Hunty. Follow us on Twitter.